GM. Welcome back to it's actually day 4 of becoming a 600 funded K trader. Very slow brief, or very quick breakdown right now, which is just covering the markets, everything that happened this week, considering obviously I didn't trade today. This will just be a small, quick recap of what exactly happened. This one absolutely had a bit of an interesting move, CAD JPY, because it went, if you look at the daily right here, it's a bit like what I predicted, which was pause right here and go straight down. I obviously wanted it to pause again, but most likely wick into the daily area of interest before pushing straight down was the most likely option. And for now, I think this would be a pause trading pair because it's already gone down so far. At most, this would be your next area of interest where it would have to retrace again, but then we're talking about nearly breaking the lower high. So it's something to cover on Sunday swings, which will happen on Sunday. So this obviously rejected off this area here. Didn't take any trades during this. It was a bit choppy, several reasons, but basically did not take any trades on this. AUD-NZD. AUD-NZD is a trade that I got stepped out on, and I just wanted to see if it played out, and it seems like it very much did. With over 2% gain on this one here. It's just been a stopping out week. It's just been one of those stopping out week. Stopping out 2-3, so not the entire week, of course, but still. It's slightly annoying that it happened, but it is what it is. We'll have another shot next week. Broke the lower high, obviously. Change of structure happened, breaking the previous lower low every single time it retraces back down. But again, no area of interest, but this would have easily hit our TP. GDP USD, this is one of those that didn't really get stopped out. It's just change of structure that happened right here. This was already a high risk trade, so I always risk 1% regardless if it's high or low. But I had a feeling about that this was a bit of a too much risky trade because I took it straight off this entry right here, and at that point it didn't really break the higher low. It came back for retracement, which is where I actually wanted to take it, which is where I actually took it. But it is just one of those things. Just change the structure, shows that the actual strategy works. Gold wicked in and actually managed to stop me out there. This was an interesting pair as well because this has been going like that and then finally stopped me out in there. And what's always interesting with trading is there's no other thing in the world. And what I mean by that is nowhere else will you see your position go up and down, the ability to close it at any given point and then end up in a loss. No thing in the world will end up or be positive and then suddenly be negative and then positive and be higher than it was previously before going straight back down and actually just losing everything. It's like you have $2,000 in your hand, and based on market conditions, you either have it or you don't. And you might choose to take it, but it's like an option. It's not put in your hand yet. Only when you close your hand, you can take it. So it's interesting. I saw this go up to 2-3K, and I thought, well, this is a pretty good area. But again, I'm a disciplined trader. I don't want to mess out. If you haven't seen my video, check it out. How every loss turns you actually closer to a win. I don't want to mess out the perfect coin here. If I start closing trades here, I've messed up the coin. This is supposed to be a coin, by the way. It's heads, and the other side, finish this, other side is tails, making it 50-50. If I start closing it here, I'm starting to bring a bunch of confluences in that's not supposed to be there, making one side heavier than the other, right? And if you watch the concept video, you'll understand this. But breakdown, your trading strategy should be at least 50% win rate, and it should be fair. So you follow a set of rules. Mathematically, they have a higher probability of playing out than they do losing. And if I start adding confluences like this, they have a high probability of not playing out, right? So That's why I do not touch them. I don't press anything. Nothing gets taken off when it comes to positions and stuff. Either I win or I lose. That's it. When it comes to TP, it's a bit different, of course. If it hits my TP and I think, you know what, I don't need to pass any more challenges to actually be done with this funnel challenge and take unnecessary risk, then done, of course. And if we're talking about a little bit more high risk areas like these, then of course it's a bit different. But GDP AUD, this one was an entry that thank God we didn't take. I mean, obviously we never had the entry signal, but imagine if you forgot your stop loss here. Let's say it was here. Obviously you'd get liquidated before this would have even reached, but you would have gotten stopped out like here. This is blow your account kind of stops. It's not a little bit off the top here. We're talking, let's see, how much is this? Yeah, we're talking 1.73%, which is, in Forex, it's quite a lot. 2% up is a lot. But final pair of the week, which did not, well, it actually did play out when I'm looking at it now. Played out the way we wanted to, but obviously, look at the day. It is a Friday, which I do not trade any way. God could give me the perfect setup, a break, retest, and push down, and have the entry perfect here, shift the structure, all the stuff that I would need, and then go straight down to TP. If it's Friday, I won't trade it. It's just one of those things. I just don't accept Fridays because I know the probability of them. Finally, BTC is currently standing at, I mean, it looks like it's low, but that's 102K. This is 100K. So we're still at the very, not the highest, but we've had higher, but this is the higher points right now because Bitcoin broke 100K yesterday or something. All right, thank you so much for watching this. This was a super quick video just because there's not much to explain. And Saturday would consist probably of a concept video as well. And then Sunday will be a week preparation, right? So for that, I shall see you there.